Martinez, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, make it a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Nice move there. Touchdown, Auburn! And they strike first. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Hey, the extra point is blocked. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Runs through a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Auburn! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Orlando. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Here's the pressure. Setting up the screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Cheek. Got it in the middle, it's Flood. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Now improvising. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion possession, and they've got it at the 26. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Cheek. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Second down, he'll throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dead center perfect. That gets them back to within 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off play action on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's front. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. There is a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pulls it, fired complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the option. Oh, what a move. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. On the ground, it's Hawkins. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Cheek. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Alvarado. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the grab on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Cheek. Unloads to the right. Beautifully thrown ball, nice grab, good footwork, everything you want on the completion. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the ball is knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Cheek. Makes the catch. It's Alvarado. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 27 on the play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, he threw that one off his back leg. That's a big reason why it fell incomplete. You got to be able to step into your throw, but can you blame the guy? I mean, he's been sacked several times in this game. I don't think he has a lot of confidence right now in his offensive line.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gives it on the option. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms and decision time for this offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Cheek. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a third down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Got it in the middle, it's Soto. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Makes the grab. It's Soto.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He splits the uprights.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Pulled and fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Soto. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Orlando. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Punishment has been extended. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And it's going to be hard for this offense. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can...
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. The give out of the gun. Trying to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Crosses the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Under fire. Got his man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect